Hello, good morning. This is Siva Devaki from MassMailer. Today I'm going to talk about BIMI record and how does it really help in email deliverability. Now let's take a look at it. All right. What is BIMI record? BIMI record means it is a brand indicator message identification record that will really help to identify your brand by displaying a logo on the emails that you're actually sending. So when you send email to anyone, the recipient will see the logo as well, along with your email and the from name and everything. Now they also look at your logo, so which more like creating a branding, and which means you're basically avoiding any fraudulent messages or spoofed emails that are sent by spoofers. So this really helps in the email marketing that way. And technically speaking, it is a type of a DNS record that is used to display a company logo instead of an email inbox. That way, the email shows up as a legitimate email. DNS record meaning it's a domain name space server settings record that you typically create it on your hosting provider. Okay. And how does the logo appear whenever you send out email? As you can see here in this particular example, there are two types of email clients there. One is a mobile client, as you can see. MassMailer shows up here, and your brand name, whatever the brand name that you create, the company name or your name, whatever it may be, that name comes up, and another the email. The text, the actual email text will come up, but along with that, the logo also appears. And similarly, on the right-hand side, you can see this is a web client. The logo would appear once you have the BIMI record set up. So that's the kind of an advantage that you have with BIMI record. All right. So before creating a BIMI record, you need to have the DMARC record. I'm sure if you're an existing MassMailer customer, you're already aware of this, because we would have had to set up the DMARC for your company. So it's basically, it means a domain-based message authentication, reporting, and conformance. So DMARC is one type of email authentication. It ensures that you have the SPF and DKIM. Those are again the email infrastructure policies and the rules and regulations and authentication mechanism for the email infrastructure. So basically, BIMI is, you can call this as DMARC 2.0. So basically, one step beyond DMARC is called BIMI. So you would set it up to authenticate your domain. So basically, you need to make sure that you already have an existing DMARC. That's important. And then BIMI is kind of looked at as if it's an extension of DMARC. If you have both of these records, the BIMI record and the DMARC record, it basically is very beneficial when it comes to email deliverability. That way you're, giving no chance for any phishing or spoofing attempts done by others on your domain. So basically, it'll strengthen your email deliverability a lot if you have both of them created on your domain. Okay. And how do you create a BIMI record? So there are various tools available. One of them that I mentioned here is agari.com. /insights/tools/BIMI. If you go there, you just need to enter your domain. It could be your company domain, and then you got to hit submit. And there's going to be some instructions that are given to you. So you just start to follow the instructions and then create the BIMI record. So you would need to have information such as what is your domain name, what is your logo, company logo URL, and where is the SSL certificate hosted. Typically, just your domain. So basically, if your domain is abc.com, the SSL certificate is typically hosted on the same abc.com, and the contact information. So you need to have this piece of information in order for you to create a BIMI record. Once you hit submit, it actually creates a BIMI record notation for you. Again, this is an example, default._BIMI brand.com. Brand is nothing but your domain.com. And it's a TXT record, so it is basically displayed as the TXT records such as V equals to BIMI1. BIMI1 is nothing but the version. And then L equals to the logo, that is the logo URL that you see there. And then the certificate is hosted, the domain is whatever the domain that you have, A equals to HTTPS kind of a thing. So this is the complete BIMI record that you actually create using Agari website. And then you can, once you create this BIMI record, you just start to publish by going to your DNS hosting server. Typically, it is the same as your web hosting server. You can always talk to your IT team and figure out, or you can let your IT team create this BIMI record, the TXT record. So you'll go to the DNS settings of your domain, and you got to create that TXT record that you previously created. And that's as simple as that. So let's take a look at the Agari website. So basically, go to agari.com, insights tools/BIMI. That's the website that you go. From where you can actually just enter what is your domain name. So I'll just show you the domain name massmailer.io and submit. For massmailer.io, we already created a DMARC record, so it is showing that it is found and the record policy is there. And also we have the record found that's called massmailer.io. It shows the logo and it shows the actual BIMI record that we have set up for MassMailer. It also shows how the logo will appear. And if needed, I can also always modify this BIMI record. Okay. So let's say you want to create a brand new one, meaning like you are trying to create something for your own domain. For an example, I'm just giving the massmailer.co and then hit submit. And then it has the DMARC policy, as I said. You need to have the DMARC. Make sure that you create a DMARC. And BIMI record is not found for this particular domain. So you basically go click this, create BIMI record. And then you're going to mention what is the domain name and where is your logo hosted. I'm just giving an example here. Please don't take this as a real one. So this could be something like this. And then where is your logo hosted? Again, sorry, the certificate hosted. So that should be typically your company, the website, and then your name and information, contact information. So just enter the contact information and your company name, and then you hit submit. That's going to create a BIMI record, and it'll give you the TXT record that I mentioned. And so this is what it says. And this is an example that logo doesn't appear because it's not a valid URL. In your case, if you have a valid URL, then logo will appear, and it's a BIMI record that you can actually go put this into your website. So basically, you have the domain, and this is how the logo will appear, provided there's a proper logo. Right? So once you created this, this is a TXT record. So you could actually just go take this and then put it in a website. Again, every domain is hosted at a provider. It would be like GoDaddy.com or Bluehost, whatever it may be. You have to go to the control panel for the specific domain, and then go to the DNS settings, and then you can add DNS values. So this is the DNS editor that we have. This is an existing the default dot underscore BIMI. So this is how you create a TXT record. That's the host name, and this is the value. So where it says BIMI1, L equals to the logo URL, whatever the URL is, and then it is given the domain name. So it's similar to what we got. So I'm going to go ahead and create a brand new what we got. So that is default dot underscore BIMI. That's the host, and then you're creating a TXT, and then copy paste the information that you got into double quotes, and this is the one that we just created for MassMailer.co, and it's got this logo URL and also that basically the website domain. Once you add that, you just start to click on save and then create. Again, this is an interface for our hosting server, but you may have it completely different. So this is just an example, as I said. So this is how you basically create a BIMI record. Once you created it, you go back to Agari and make sure that the BIMI record exists, or it is gotten propagated. So that's how simple it is to create and publish the BIMI record. So once again, thank you so much for joining this webinar today. This is a weekly webinar session that we conduct on Thursday at 9 a.m. Pacific. If you ever want to join, you can always join for the next topic, next Thursday. We publish our topic onto our website. It'll be massmailer.io/join.webinar, join/webinar, -webinar. Or you could actually just go to our website, and there would be a button to sign up for the webinar on our website. You can always contact me or contact us at the email address that is mentioned here, or you can always contact us at our office. You can actually just go to our website or support portal, whatever means that you want to contact us. Feel free to reach out to us anytime that you have any questions, and if you're interested in MassMailer, please let us know. Thank you so much once again for joining this webinar today. Have a great day.